You may not know this, but every eclipse is unique, just like a fingerprint. Each one is a captivating dance of celestial bodies, creating a spectacle that has fascinated humans for millennia. In this cosmic ballet, no two performances are the same, making every eclipse a truly unique event. Now, let's set our sights on an upcoming performance. The solar eclipse scheduled for the 8th of April, 2024. This is not just another date on the calendar, but a day when the sun, moon, and earth will align in an extraordinary display of cosmic choreography. This particular eclipse promises to be a sight to behold, with its own set of unique characteristics and effects. But as with any grand event, there are certain etiquettes to observe, certain precautions to take. So stay tuned as we delve into the do's and don'ts during this celestial event. After all, we want you to enjoy the show, safely and responsibly. Solar eclipses are not just celestial spectacles, they come with their own set of rules. Our cosmic dance with the sun and moon is inherently fascinating, but it's also important to remember that we're dealing with some serious forces of nature. So let's talk about the do's and don'ts of a solar eclipse. First and foremost, never, and I mean never, look at the sun directly during a solar eclipse. Even though the sun is partially or totally obscured, the visible part is still intensely bright and can cause serious eye damage. In fact, it's even more dangerous during an eclipse because the darkness can dilate your pupils, letting in more of the harmful solar radiation. This is where special-purpose solar filters, also known as eclipse glasses or solar viewers, come in. These filters are designed to protect your eyes from the sun's harmful rays. They're not your regular sunglasses, mind you. These are much, much darker and are the only safe way to look directly at the sun. Now, on to the don'ts. Avoid using unfiltered cameras, telescopes, binoculars, or other optical devices to view the eclipse. These devices concentrate the sun's rays and can cause serious injury to your eyes. Also, despite the age-old myth that solar eclipses are harmful to pregnant women, rest assured, there's no scientific evidence to back this up. Solar eclipses won't affect the health of the mother or the unborn child. So everyone, regardless of their condition, should feel free to enjoy this rare celestial event, but always with the right precautions. Lastly, don't let the eclipse catch you off guard. Make sure to check the local timing of the eclipse so you can be prepared with your eclipse glasses at the ready. In conclusion, witnessing a solar eclipse is a breathtaking experience, but it's also a time when we need to remember our place in the universe. We're small, fragile beings in an immensely powerful cosmos. Remember, safety first, even when marveling at the mysteries of the universe. In India, eclipses are not just astronomical events, they are deeply rooted in culture and tradition. When the sun and the moon align in the cosmic ballet of a solar eclipse, India is awash with rituals and customs that are as diverse as the country itself. Each region, each community has its unique traditions, all aimed at respecting and acknowledging the celestial spectacle. One of the most common practices is fasting. Many believe that the eclipse taints food, and so they abstain from eating during the event. The fast begins at the very moment the eclipse starts, and it is broken only after the eclipse ends and a ritualistic bath has been taken. Speaking of baths, the act of bathing, especially in holy rivers, is another widespread ritual. People throng to the sacred waters of the Ganges, Yamuna, Godavari, and other revered rivers to immerse themselves. This ritualistic bath is believed to cleanse the body and the soul, washing away the impurities brought upon by the eclipse. Then there are the special prayers. Temples across the country conduct elaborate ceremonies with chants and hymns echoing through the air. The protective mantra of the Surya Stotram or the Aditya Hridayam are often recited to mitigate the supposed ill effects of the eclipse. In some parts of India, people also engage in acts of charity, as it is believed that giving alms during an eclipse amplifies the merits of the deed. It's not all solemn, though. The eclipse also brings an air of festivity. In certain regions, people create rangolis, vibrant patterns made on the ground using colored powders, as a celebration of the eclipse. But it's important to remember that these practices are not born out of fear, but rather respect and reverence for the cosmic forces. It's a way for people to connect with the universe, to be a part of something larger than themselves. These rituals, steeped in centuries of tradition, add a unique cultural dimension to the experience of a solar eclipse. Did you know that a solar eclipse can have effects beyond just an awe-inspiring view? It's true. When the moon dances between the Earth and the Sun, it doesn't just create a celestial spectacle, it also brings about some intriguing changes. Let's start with the moon. During a solar eclipse, the moon's temperature can fluctuate wildly. When the moon is in the full sunlight, its surface can heat up to a toasty 100 degrees Celsius. But when it's in the Earth's shadow during an eclipse, the temperature can plummet to a chilly negative 150 degrees Celsius. That's a dramatic swing, isn't it? Now, let's talk about how solar eclipses can affect us, the humans. There's a lot of anecdotal evidence that suggests eclipses can influence our moods. Some people report feeling a sense of awe and wonder, while others may experience unease or even fear. And it's not just our emotional state that can be impacted. Our physical health can also be affected, particularly our vision. Staring directly at a solar eclipse without proper protection can cause eclipse blindness, a temporary or even permanent loss of vision. So make sure you take precautions to view the spectacle safely. Solar eclipses also tend to disrupt sleep patterns. This is particularly true for animals, but humans can also experience the effects. The sudden darkness can trick our bodies into thinking it's nighttime, causing us to feel sleepy or disoriented. Finally, there's a fascinating area of study known as eclipse meteorology. Some researchers believe that the sudden drop in temperature during a solar eclipse can affect weather patterns and even trigger natural phenomena like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. However, the science isn't conclusive on this yet, so take it with a grain of salt. So, an eclipse is not just a spectacle for the eyes, but a phenomenon that affects both our planet and us. So, when you're marveling at the solar eclipse on the 8th of April 2024, remember, there's more happening than meets the eye. Like most things in life, solar eclipses come with their own set of pros and cons. Let's delve into the fascinating world of these celestial events and explore their merits and demerits. On the plus side, solar eclipses offer invaluable opportunities for scientific research. They allow scientists to study the sun's corona, that elusive outer layer of the sun's atmosphere, which is normally obscured by the sun's overwhelming brightness. This research has led to numerous discoveries about the sun's composition and behavior, contributing to our understanding of the universe. Another positive aspect of solar eclipses is their impact on local economies. Areas that fall within the path of total solar eclipse often see a significant boost in tourism. Hotels get booked out, restaurants are bustling, and local businesses thrive as eclipse chasers descend upon the area, eager to witness this rare spectacle. However, along with these benefits come a few downsides. The most obvious one is the danger of looking directly at the sun. Despite warnings, some people still risk their eyesight by staring at the sun without proper protection during an eclipse, leading to solar retinopathy, a condition that can cause temporary or even permanent vision impairment. Furthermore, solar eclipses have been surrounded by superstitions and myths for centuries. While we may laugh at some of these today, they can still cause anxiety and fear in certain cultures. For instance, in some societies, pregnant women are advised to stay indoors during an eclipse to prevent harm to their unborn child. These superstitions, though largely debunked, can lead to unnecessary stress and fear. So while solar eclipses are indeed fascinating events, it's essential to approach them with knowledge and caution. Understanding their benefits and potential risks can help us appreciate these celestial spectacles while ensuring our safety and debunking unfounded myths. That's a lot to take in, isn't it? Let's do a quick recap. Solar eclipses, a unique and fascinating celestial event, occur when the moon passes between the Earth and the Sun. While witnessing this spectacle, it's important to follow certain do's and don'ts, such as using special eclipse glasses for safe viewing. In India, numerous rituals are performed during an eclipse, reflecting the cultural significance of this event. The eclipse does have an impact on the moon and can influence human beings, though these effects are subject to much debate. Lastly, let's not forget that solar eclipses have both merits and demerits. They offer an opportunity for scientific observation and inspire awe, but can also cause potential harm if viewed without proper protection. Remember, the next solar eclipse is on the 8th of April 2024. Arm yourself with this knowledge and enjoy the celestial spectacle safely and responsibly.